Hello Prep 2. Today we're going to be looking at millilitres for our maths lesson. Okay, let's recap the difference between capacity and volume. Capacity is the amount of liquid a container can hold, and the volume is the amount of liquid that is within the container. Okay, let's complete these sentences. The capacity of the jug is, have a look, how much can that jug hold? 50 millilitres. See, that is the top number. That's what the capacity is. And the volume of the jug, that's how much liquid is in there. Have a look at where that line is. 20 millilitres. What do each of these scales go up in? So let's have a look at the first one together. Can you see that it says 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on? What is that counting up in? I'm sure you know this one. It's counting up in 5 millilitres. The next one, look at the numbers, see if you recognise that pattern. Counting up in 2s. And the third one, you should recognise this one. It should be nice and easy peasy because it's counting up in 10s. Okay, now I'd like you to look at what the volume is in each container. So we can do this by looking at how much is in there and where the line of the liquid meets a number. So the first one, have a look, you've got the blue liquid in there, and which number is it meeting the line at? 14 millilitres. Now you can pause it and work out the next two, and then I will give you your answers. 6 millilitres. And the next one, you had to think a little bit more carefully. It's a number between 8 and 10. 9 millilitres. And again, let's have another look. You can pause it now and then I will check your answers for you. 20 millilitres, 45 millilitres and 15 millilitres. Again, have another look at these scales. One of them, you need to use your brains and think about a number in between. Pause it now and then come back and check your answers. 60 millilitres, 90 millilitres. This one was a bit more tricky. You had to look at the scale and it's between 40 and 50, halfway between 40 and 50, 45 millilitres. Where would the level line be if the liquid is poured from the smaller container into the larger container? So you can see that bottle there and it has got 6 millilitres in it. You can have a look at the jug that's on your screen. You can always have a little point with your finger as to where you think the level line will be when the liquid is poured in. Okay, and the volume of the container is 6 millilitres. Did you get that one right? Let's have a look at this one. 25 millilitres. So have a look, see, point where you think with your finger where you think it will be. 25 millilitres. That's what it looks like and that's what the volume of that container is. Okay, this one, 75 millilitres. Point with your finger where you think that line will be. 75 millilitres. Okay, we've got a question here. Use your brain, see what you can come up with. It would take 5 lots of container A to fill container B. Is that true or false? Explain how you know. I'll give you a clue. Look at how much exactly there is in container A. Where does that line go to? It's a number between 20 and 30, halfway between. Would it take 5 lots of that amount to fill container B? Is that true or is that false? Pause it now and then come back and check your answers. Okay, it's false. It would take 4 lots of container A to fill container B because it measures 25 millilitres and 4 lots of 25 times 4 is 100, which is the full capacity of that jug. Okay, another bit of problem solving for you now. Container A has 7 millilitres more than B. Container B has 4 millilitres less than C. Container C has half of 22 millilitres. Calculate the volume of each container. Now, my recommendation would be to start with the last one and work your way backwards and see what you can come up with. You can do this on your whiteboard, you can do it discussing it with somebody at home, or you can write it in a book. Pause it and come back and check your answer. Okay, let's have a look at it. I said, remember, start from the end and work your way backwards. Container C has half of 22 millilitres. Well, half of 22 is 11, so that's marked on there. Container B has 4 millilitres less than C, so 4 less than 11 is 7 millilitres. And container A has 7 millilitres more than B. So that is 14 millilitres. Did you get those ones right? They're quite tricky.